Hello YouTube, it's Tidy1 here. Today's video. I know I said I wasn't gonna do a video the other day. I changed my mind on it. I'm actually feeling a little bit better and stuff, so I should start talking pretty well and stuff now. So I was just making that video just in case I wasn't going to, but I think I'm doing just fine. All right, I think I can handle it now. So. I have two scary horror stories I'm going to tell you guys today. One of them is called the Forest Horror Story, and the other one is called a Snowy Winter Horror Story. So we have two horror stories I'm going to tell you guys today. I'm pretty excited that I made 101 subscribers. It's very exciting. Can't wait to see my channel grow, and thank you guys for putting me there. It's really appreciated. I'm going to go ahead and read you guys two of these two new horror stories I made this morning, and enjoy. Okay. First one is called The Forest Horror Story. We went on a hitchhiking trip into camp. My four friends and I came to this site to get away. We didn't have the greatest jobs in the world, so it was nice to get away from things and enjoy nature. As we got there, we started unloading everything. Since we were just staying for a night, we started hitchhiking first. We started hiking first and walked on this trail in the forest. It was nice with the trees and the scenario and the surroundings and everything, and all the landscapes, everything. As we camp up, we saw three guys that were just standing on the side of the trail. They weren't really doing anything except just standing there, staring at us with this weird stare. On the trail, they were all wearing jeans and t-shirts. T-shirts. We came, they said, "Hey," and introduced themselves. We did the same. We passed them along and got back to our site to set the tent up. It began to settle as time was passing. It was getting late, and as we all went to bed and fell asleep, it was about 2 a.m. in the morning. I was woken up by a sound, the sound of sticks breaking. It startled me, so I got up. I got everybody up and said, "You hear that?" I said. The sound of footsteps coming. We listened. We listened. It sounded like they were close. Close. But the type of sound it was making was a sound of footsteps. And they did sound close. It sounded like they was 20 feet away as it was continuing. All of a sudden, the footsteps stopped. They stopped. It got quiet. We waited. Our minds were getting freaked out. I opened the tent door to see what was happening. I looked around, didn't see anyone. Before I stuck my head back into the tent, I seen the three men from earlier on the trail. I seen the three men from earlier that were on the trail. They came up to the site and started trashing our spot. Literally just trashing it, throwing our things everywhere. And came up to our tent. Came up to our tent and started terrorizing us. As we told them to leave us alone, they just laughed at us, opened the tent, and pulled us out, yanked us out of our tent. We were all getting worried what was going to happen. They grabbed my friend. I grabbed a rock and threw it at the one guy's head on point. I got my friend, and we got everyone else. We ran to our car, we ran to our car, got in and left. One of the men was up to the driver's side door, trying to open it, as if he was trying to yank me out of the driver's side door. I floored the car and drove off. Got away. As we went back to get the rest of our things, I looked around to see any sign of them, of the three men. One thing I seen was a note they left that said, "Happy camping." I don't know what they were going to do to us, or I don't know what they was planning on doing to us, or robbing us. But I know this: always check your surroundings. You never know who else could get out, could be near you, or around you. One thing is, I did learn from this trip, from this thing. Always make sure the people you meet, just kind of greet them around. I don't know necessarily if I wanted to greet them, or, well, I guess if I wanted to greet them, I probably should. But at the same time, though, it's kind of interesting. Okay. Next horror story I got here, guys, is a snowy winter horror story. My wife and I rented a cabin for the winter. As we got there and got settled, I went to put on my hat and boots and took my camera to take some shots for backgrounds and just wilderness stuff. I got outside, checked out things, seen my wife at the window. I waved as she smiles and laughs. As I proceed, I noticed there was footprints. I noticed there was footprints of someone else's. But my thought was, how long ago? The footprints were at our room where the window would be. I went to follow these footsteps to go check it out. As I'm walking along the way from the cabin, walking a ways from the cabin, I seen a man hunched over. He wasn't really doing anything except just hunched over the tree and just standing there still with his head on the tree. He had a hood up, so I couldn't tell what was going on. I couldn't tell who it was or what he was doing. I wanted to see if he was okay, but I didn't want something to go wrong. I backed up quietly and hoping he didn't hear me, to head back to the cabin and told my wife what I seen. Wife looked worried. I tried to calm her down and told her, let's just hold out. If it gets bad, we will leave. She then said we need to lock all windows and doors. We did just that. We did just that. We did just that and tried to watch TV, but the signal was getting bad. Because of the weather. We shut the TV off since there wasn't much else to do. We went to bed. My wife said, "What if he's still out there?" I said, "I don't think he's out there anymore. I don't think he's out there anymore." We tried to get some sleep. About a minute on, we hear a knock at the window. We got up right away as we heard it. He then knocked. The knock at the window started again. He knocked again and again. It was coming from the living room. We got there. We didn't see anyone. We looked at each other and heard the knock again. This time it was at a different window. It was close. We looked, and sure enough, there was a man looking in our house. It was the guy I saw earlier, who was hunched over the window, just like he was the tree. We then got our stuff and heard another knock. It was at our cabin door. At our front cabin door. This time we went to the back door to our cabin, from our cabin. We had nothing to defend ourselves with. So leaving was our only option. We had headed to the back door quietly. We got in my Jeep Wrangler and drove off. I went back to get our things and seen no sign of the man. Drove off. As he was driving off, I seen he moved to the window side of where we were sleeping at. As we drove off, I went back later on to get our things and seen no sign of him. I don't know what he was doing out here in this cold weather. All I know is if we stayed any longer, it could have gotten very bad. Okay, guys, that is gonna be it for today's video. Like I said, I always said I wasn't gonna do one just in case I was bad. I'm doing a stream pretty well. So I am gonna make one more horror story for you guys tomorrow. I plan on having another one I'm gonna make this morning. I'll have another one I'm gonna plan on making this morning, like I said. Anyways, post in the comment section below if you like this video, like button, and if you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit share button as always. And I'll see you all in the next video, and goodbye.